Most people have thoughts they never say out loud. This is where we say them. My name is Femi, and I'm joined with my wife and my cat. This is Vibration. And yeah, how are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
The weather is good. Today's my birthday. I feel really good actually. A lot of football matches to watch, so I'm really happy to be honest with you. I'm not lying. Really happy. And topic we want to speak about, it was actually your idea.
So the other day I went to a movie with my friend, and I thought it would be nice girls out. And I went without any expectation. I just liked the name. It was Lilith Fair, and it happened to be a documentary about Anne McLaughlin and the other famous singers in 90s, which is the time when we was born.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit shocked. It just made a deep connection to my soul because I was kind of born to the world where women already was part of the businesses. Women was famous. There was lots of actors and actresses in the movies. Like women were there. I never felt that women are lacking something.
Can I ask you something? Did you, when you watched this documentary, did you feel that, or did you think that uh, women never passed through those struggles? You maybe did you think that, all those artists, all those actresses, they probably never, passed through those struggles to become who they are, like because they were women? Like, what was your?
I felt really deeply because what happened in Lilith's Fair, how it started, right, is a
Yeah,
festival. It's a
yeah,
women's
yeah,
festival where it
yeah,
was only women
yes,
singing in
yeah,
this festival. Why it started? Because Anne McLaughlin, as a musician, she's
yeah,
Canadian. She went from Canada to US to become a star, like to become a famous, because there is obviously was more opportunities.
yeah,
And what she faced is that she was not accepted to some shows, to radio stations, radio shows. She was told that it's supposed to be only one woman per show because show will not sell. So they had to choose between she and somebody else.
yeah,
Between there's always so many women, even if they sing in the same style. There is different voice. There is different like passion there. There's different energy behind it.
yeah,
So I got shocked how it was in 90s where I was born,
yeah,
and how these people was actually kind of opening the doors for everybody that I grew up with, to
yeah,
Christina Aguilera, to Britney Spears, to
yeah,
all these women, right?
yeah,
So it was really interesting and really touchy because I started to think more about myself as a woman in a place, and I started to real analyze my life, what I went through, what I faced. Maybe something was there that I did not see, did not understand, took it as granted, right? So the Lilith Fair started because Anne McLaughlin decided that women can sell tickets to the concert, and she contacted the women that she knew and she offered them to be part of the festival, and they actually just had so much success. So
yeah,
festival was from 1997 to 1999, 3 years,
yeah,
and in these 3 years they did amazing job. There is lots of charities, lots of millions for the charities. On the festival was not only women, there was men as well too.
yeah,
The atmosphere that they created was exceptional, and it was just amazing experience even for me to watch it through the documentary. I was
yeah,
like, I wish I was there. I was looking at these women, how they could be free, how they could be accepted, how these um, different types of human beings in women's body
yeah,
could be anybody they wanted to be. There was
yeah,
mothers, there was non-binary, I believe. There was different
yeah,
different
sure,
different version of uh, human beings, plus men as well,
yeah,
that was not giving them space to create, right? That
yeah,
was putting them down and talking to them from the up to down.
yeah,
They still kind of embraced everybody on a concert, and the atmosphere there was amazing.
yeah,
So what I really like, the women that they're supposed to have a competition between each other,
yeah,
they became real friends. Like there was like a family there. They were supporting each other. Somebody
yeah,
was pregnant, somebody was actually I think Erica Badu was on a stage with her baby. She was kind of holding a baby like this, covered, right, and she was singing her song.
yeah,
it was just something different, and I started to think, can you imagine what can happen if women will lead?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you something because when you were before you started speaking, you were trying to circle back to yourself. So, as you as a woman, did you like face any uh like challenges when you were growing up? Like, if you wanted to, be in a position, if you wanted to, maybe career wise, did you feel, held back just because you're a woman? Did you have this? Uh, did you have this this
Experience.
this experience, this situation?
In general, I want to say that during my work in Ukraine, I never faced anything like this, and it never came to my head. Yes, I knew women was talking something from the TV, but in reality, I will say that all doors was open. But this is how I saw it
Okay.
that time, right?
Yeah.
And thinking back, probably in Turkey was different because the men and women situation there in general traditionally very different. And um, in our marriage we have very different relationship, right? As
Yeah.
man and a woman, what men should do, what woman should do. I think we have a nice traditional marriage, but it's more open to new world, new rules. You're
Yeah.
not telling me, hey wife, you need to sit and cook. You was actually pushing me when I wanted to be at home. You was pushing me and telling me, go to the world, be somebody, do something, right?
Yes, because I felt that if I don't do that later on, we'll regret. I mean, you especially will regret because I have had, this is not generalizing, it's just, specific examples. I've had a situation whereby, the man and the woman, they have family, the man is working, make a lot of money, the woman is happy to sit at home, but later on, after years, she kind of realized that she's wasted her time on the marriage, her life, just sitting at home. And I think a woman needs to, uh, I don't want to say I think, but I would say I believe that it doesn't matter men, women, any gender, it doesn't really matter. I do think that you need to have a bigger purpose than
Yeah.
what society defined you as. Oh, you're a man, you need to do this, or you're a woman, you need to do this. You need to have bigger purpose. And in our own situation, I can speak, much deeper in our own situation. And my reason behind that was I wanted you to create something for yourself. Don't be at home. Create who is Alina. Like, you need to define yourself. You need to be not just be wife or mother, because that will make you, in my opinion, that will make you depressed later on, because you look back at your life and maybe you will have regrets. I really think you will have regrets if you don't find your own path as your person, not as wife or mom. And I don't think wife or mom should define at all who you are or who you want to be. You need to have your own self. And it can be a little bit selfish, and I'm fine with that. I just, yeah, I always think about, you know, the life later on. Do you want to regret it? And for me, the answer is no. So that's the reason. Yeah, but I just back to what you were talking about, because when we spoke about it, I found the story actually interesting. I was a little bit shocked. There were some things that you said, and I've not watched the documentary myself. I didn't read the documentary myself, but I found it eye opener, to be honest with you, and that those women actually faced challenges. Now, of course, I've read, back in the 90s, 80s, women want to be in a certain position, and it's really difficult because the men that were on the upper level management, they would demand sex or something before this woman could climb.
Yeah.
Not so long ago, that producer in Hollywood, just for an actress to appear in his project, in his
Yeah.
movies, he demanded sex, or had forcefully sex with some of those women. So that kind of touched me in a way, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
because I'm looking at it from the perspective as a man. I would never do that. I would never put myself in that situation, and kind of disgusts me a lot when I read. It makes me really, really
Yeah.
angry when I see that kind of thing happens. And the funny thing is that I do think that it does still happen today. I believe that women or people that identify as women, they still face that barrier that, oh, you're a woman, you need to sit at home. Or it makes me really angry. I hate it with passion. I want a situation whereby no, like we are not defined by gender role. You just what you want to do, do it. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. If you're a woman, if you want to be a pilot or whatever, you should do it. You should not be because you're a woman. This role will not fit you. That makes me fucking mad, to be honest with you. So I just wanted to understand, like, you just mentioned that looking back at your life before, you really did not have that experience, which is
Yeah,
great to hear.
but I
But
had it in another way. You know
okay,
what? When you was talking, I was thinking that uh, when I was younger, I was thinking I was actually identifying myself as successful woman.
yeah,
That I need to have a child and a husband. So this was my priority in my 20s. This was my dreams when I was younger. I need to get married and have a child or children, and then I will be kind of complete as a woman.
yeah,
But now, when I met you, right, we
yeah,
had our son.
yeah,
I was like a housewife, so I was doing this role as a wife
yeah,
and a mother,
yeah,
and I got a little bit lost over there because
yeah,
I didn't know who I am anymore.
yeah.
Because as a mother, you just give yourself all to the
All,
child.
yes,
Plus, I was giving myself all to the household,
yeah,
like keeping doing some things, and
yeah,
then I started to struggle because even still sometimes I'm struggling like who I want to be when I grow up.
yeah,
Still the
yeah,
question is there sometimes,
yeah,
but from the perspective of now, I understand that I really can be anything I want,
yeah,
and I need to just stop thinking of it and compare myself to other people, probably, and just embrace what I have because I achieved a lot.
yeah,
Probably when you will compare yourself again with somebody, you will see that your path, what you did, you achieved here, somebody achieved there.
yeah,
So there is never a balance I will find in life,
yeah,
right? That
yeah.
if I'm good at career, probably I don't have good family. Have good family, probably there is somewhere um,
No, I sit.
something somewhere because I didn't meet a lot of people personally in my life that they have everywhere in all the fields of life almost equal.
Yeah, I don't
There's
think.
always a gap somewhere.
Yeah, no, you're correct, but I don't think that exists. I don't think that there is a balance or a completeness in, like, in everything. Something
Mhm.
has to give.
Yeah.
But I still think that you can still find, balance as a mother, wife, and as a career woman.
Yeah.
I do believe that there's a possibility now. I would say that now this is not like preaching to anybody, but I would say that there is a possibility whereby as a woman, you say, okay, family is my number one priority, even if I have a career. I do think that once you put that as your focus, then that balance should be fine. Because what happens is that a lot of women, and I've spoken with some women, to be honest with you, that the reason why they don't raise family is because they're afraid that they will lose their career.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I have nothing against that. I actually, before, I would never understand that, but now I understand it because some people are driven. They want to be successful. They want to make a lot of money. They want to be somebody, and that is fine. That is great. And if those women or those people that identify as women don't want to have family or children or whatever, and they believe that will hold them back, that is fine too. You do
Yes.
whatever makes you happy.
Yep.
But the thing is that there's some people that want the career, but they still want the family, but
Yep.
they kind of lose the focus and just pursue career and later on regret it.
Yeah.
Because I was reading a story on Reddit. There was a woman, she was like a hair hostess traveling here and there,
Hmm.
making, the way she put it, she was making good money. But later on, uh, she, she had a daughter or a son, I don't remember, but she missed out on, on many things because the child had to, be with her family members when she was flying and other
Yes.
stuff, and right now she kind of regret.
Hmm.
So when I read the story, do I blame this woman? No, that was a choice, and
Yeah.
that time she felt she would be happy doing that. But there's the regret, and that regret can eat you deeply.
Yes.
As a woman, it eats you because you say I missed out on my family, my children, because for women, after a while, their children become their only thing in their, like, it's their main source of joy and happiness, not
Yeah.
even from their husbands, to be honest with you. So once you miss out on that,
Yeah.
like growing up, your children growing up, you regret it. And I believe in fact, the reason why she put it on Reddit is because she regret it. It
Yeah.
eats her up. So it's something that the balance can be there, but sometimes it's kind of hard to find the
Yes,
balance.
and was my fear always, because I understand that we have children,
Yeah,
and there is certain period of time that they are with us and they need us, and then children are growing up, and we need to let them go. And lots of women, even men sometimes, but mostly it's women's,
yeah,
like guilty of that kind
yeah,
of, that they cannot let go of their children when they're big.
yeah,
And I really didn't want, I want to be with my son when he's small. I don't want to give my time to career a lot right now. But yes, maybe later I will be missing, oh, I didn't do career, right?
yeah,
But I am doing this sacrifice for the reason that is most important for me right now. It's kind of opposite of lady that wrote on a Reddit, right? Maybe I'll be writing about this later. But I still feel that right now, when my son is bigger, we can focus on something else. Like
yeah,
me and you, we spoke today about our future
yeah,
topics and everything.
yeah,
Probably we'll reveal it later. But yeah, I can say that a lot of women that I know, even close to me, some of my relatives, they spend time on their family.
yeah,
And later on, what is happening? Children are growing up, husbands dying or divorcing you, or you're divorcing them, and then woman is staying alone, and she is lost because woman doesn't know who she is. Because many times we are kind of, how to say
I
it,
think you're giving everything.
we are giving
Yeah,
ourselves
yeah,
to the family,
yeah,
to children, husband, whoever it is, and
yeah,
we're kind of forgetting about ourselves. So I
yeah,
think we need to be first,
yeah,
always. Then your partner, then your children.
yeah,
Children not even on second place.
yeah,
Partner,
yeah,
because children are growing up and children are leaving. You're staying with the partner if
yeah,
you're lucky.
yeah,
If no, then you're staying with yourself,
yeah,
which you should be on the first place. And
yeah,
children also, I think we should not like
yeah,
disturb them from growing up, which
yeah.
we
And something
try.
else I wanted to ask you, like, when you watch this documentary, because I know you spoke a lot about it, without even on the podcast, on
Yeah,
camera.
it's really
Yeah,
deeply touched me.
yeah, you spoke a lot about it. There are some questions I actually wanted to ask you, to be honest with
Okay.
you, that I didn't ask you. Do you like I know that I touched you, but I'm just trying to, like, I know that's because you're a woman and everything. But I'm just trying to understand, like, a layer of how it really touched you. Did you have, like, you mentioned that you didn't really have experience whereby people try to put you down because you're a woman, but did
Yeah.
you have like family members, friends that had a situation whereby they were trying to they were trying to attain something, they were trying to get a position, or they're trying to create something, that because they were women they were like held they were held down by men or something? Did you have like family members or friends that
Honestly, no. I
you
cannot think of anything right now.
okay, okay, then, I understand. I'm just trying to understand the full
Yeah,
layer
I will
of.
tell you why it touched me. What touched me first was music. There
Okay,
was songs in this Lilith Fair that I knew,
yeah,
but I did not connect them to the face of who
yeah,
was singing or to the name.
yeah,
There was names that I knew, and I
yeah,
didn't connect it to the songs.
yeah,
So I've seen these women that I kind of grew up listening to,
yeah,
and I did not realize their path. How it was hard for them to actually to be there
yeah,
for us to listen to them.
yeah,
They could give up. They could say,
of
"Okay, I
course,
tried my song. It didn't work. They told me I am a woman. I cannot do it."
yeah,
But they did not agree with this. They actually stood up for themselves,
yeah,
for the music, and they opened door for everybody who was after them.
yeah,
This what inspired me,
inspired
because
you.
I
Okay,
feel that I am a woman that can do something.
yeah,
I
makes sense.
feel a lot of potential inside me, and I am not doing anything with it.
Yeah,
And the songs, I had shivers.
yeah,
The women, when they spoke about their path and how they deal with problems and what they thought. When I was looking how Anne McLaughlin, and they're always like in their 20s, and I'm like sitting in my 36
Yeah.
and thinking, oh my God, they were so brave. There was
Yeah.
no boundaries for them. They did not hear that no. They took this no and like, okay, what can I do with this no? They was
Yeah.
constructive and they was doing something and they achieved and they became big. Like now all these names, like they're world
Global.
famous
Yes.
women.
Yeah.
Everybody did something with their career. They're
Yeah.
always like, regardless of children and family, and they just was themselves. And I think sometimes, not even sometimes, most of the times right now, we're losing ourselves.
Yeah. Something I actually wanted to say. I think you're a little bit hard on yourself. But when you're saying that, you lost yourself a bit when, we started family, and I get that part. And there are some things that you want to achieve. You see that you have a big potential, but sometimes you're not doing enough.
Yeah.
I just think that you're hard on yourself a bit. One thing that you should remember, and I said to even think about it, is try to remember who you were before you started the family.
Yeah.
There were some things that you actually wanted to achieve then, but
Yes.
when you got the family, you had to put that on pause. You need to go back to that person, that that person that was before having the family. That is the real you.
I even think there's two people before I met you. There was me when I was small
Yeah,
and me when I was in my 20s, and
yeah,
it's different people.
yeah. No, I get that. I do believe that that person in twenties, that's the real you, because when you were small, different things can contribute to your personality and everything. 20s is when you start to make your own, because you start to make your own key decisions. Like you start to make your own choices. Your
Hmm.
parents don't really have that control over you like that.
Yep.
So that's early 20s. I do think that that is the real you. Now, of course, when you change, when
Yeah.
you grow older, there's some things that you don't say, there's some things that you don't do. You try to balance it. You become smarter with experience. I get
Hmm.
that. But there's that core personality that was actually born, that you actually built in your 20s. That is the real you.
Maybe because I was actually thinking the real me was when I was smaller.
Okay.
I was reflecting on this
Okay.
some time ago, and even actually after the movie. And I think when I was small,
Yeah.
like before society started to push me and I closed down. Why I'm not thinking about 20s? Because at 20s, I already, part of me was shut down in
Okay.
my puberty.
Okay.
Because when I was small, in my kindergarten, I could sing a song. I could be my own like theater person. I could
Okay.
entertain. I was
Yeah.
singing a song. I was playing with my teddy bear, something with some toy. So I did performance on my own, alone, in front of all
People.
my group and their teachers and parents.
Yeah.
So I had this on a video.
Yeah.
My father did like film this
Yeah.
moment, and
Yeah.
this moment I actually remember as myself because I like to sing, I like to dance.
Okay.
Then even till now, I am shy to do
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
in front of you. For example, I
Yeah.
could do it with my son.
Yeah.
I could do it with camera when I'm alone with the camera, but
Yeah.
there's no people. But
Yeah.
I find that when there is people, I'm becoming shy.
Okay.
I can learn a dance and perform it in front of people, but to be myself, to do something from my own,
Yeah.
I can't.
Okay.
So I think there is mixture of me when I was small,
Of
some
course.
things that when I was 20, plus when I was a mom, and now here I am, a complete mixture of everything that happened to me,
Yeah.
right? So I shut down. And actually, it was women who did this to me, not men. And it's painful
Yeah.
in a way of thinking and realizing it. That's why I'm
Yeah.
allowing my son, you wanna do this? Okay, do. Like,
Yeah.
yes, in the house, yes, they're supposed to be friends,
Yeah.
but I want him to be free, at least with me, as much as I can.
Yeah. Makes
Because I
sense.
feel these boundaries, they're affecting you later through their whole life.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I started when I was small with my parents in a way, because they couldn't, like, I don't blame them that they did it to me. It's just the fact that it happened. I was not comfortable. They shut me down at school. They shut me down. And in university, I started to shut down probably myself already. And I am my worst enemy. My brain is like the worst abuser to myself. I don't need now anybody else to be abusing me because I can do it myself very well.
I completely understand that, and yeah, like this topic we spoke about, like, it really touched me when you spoke to me about it, because I would never imagine. No, I don't want to say that. Like I said, I knew that women in the 80s, 90s, even maybe early 2000s, and maybe also now, they went through struggle to be who they wanted to be. I just never realized that it was that deep.
It
Uh,
was, yes. They
yeah,
even showed how um, somebody was taking an interview with the singer, and
yeah,
they was telling her that she needs to dress up more sexy.
yeah,
Her album cover has to sell sex.
yeah,
And even now, when I'm thinking about 90s and movies in 90s,
yeah,
there is men all this big and strong, right?
yeah,
And a woman, they're all naked. They're all very like sexual.
yeah,
So sex was selling in 90s,
yeah.
and
Even now.
women's body was selling. It just was different. Now women are doing it because they want to, and then I think lots of actors that wanted to show real probably art, they just couldn't. They was given a frame. This is what I'm thinking.
Okay, they wanted to show, they wanted their personality, their career to be
Yes,
defined by art, but
yes,
the producers or whatever wanted it to make it more sexual. This is what
yes,
you're
they
trying to.
wanted to sell sex and they were selling sex. Probably
Okay.
now is the same. I'm not sure how it is working right now, but then I really believe, yes, that they had to do it. And we as a women, we understand that our body is like sexual and everything, and probably all of that sex is selling and everything is also affecting like people's personal life too.
I would a little bit disagree with that. I just think that women right now embrace that sexuality, because I read some columns in this UK newspaper, The Sun, and women right now said to embrace who they are. That yes, I'm a woman, and yes, I'm a sexual being just like a man. But I think they just have more control about what they sell, the product itself, and
Yeah,
how they do it.
yeah,
Because maybe in the 90s and in 2000s or 80s or whatever, it was controlled by men.
yeah,
Not maybe it was controlled by men,
yeah.
but right
Just now
now,
women are getting like
you like
profit at
women
least.
women can do that kind of stuff on Instagram, on OnlyFans. They can sell those stuff freely. So I don't will not say that this sexuality affects your personality. They just understand this is what sells, and it sells. It sells a lot. It has made a lot of women rich. It's just the fact, sex sells. But generally, I just believe that women do have more control right now. Like
Yes.
seriously, they have more confidence right now, and that's great. I do think that women should use, whatever opportunity they have right now, and hopefully, and I strongly believe that it will always continue. Uh, Again, Beyonce sang a song, "Who Runs the World?" Girls, and it's the truth. So it's just to embrace that path, be confident in yourself, and be whatever who you want to be. It should not be defined by society or marriage or children. Like, the world has changed, unfortunately, for a lot of selfish people that wanted to control women back in the 80s, 70s, and whatnot. The world has changed, and I think that we should accept that. You know what I mean? And people should just be who they are, basically. So
Oh yeah, I think before women did not even realize, most of women did not realize how powerful they are, how strong they are.
exactly.
Because this Lilith Fair is just the small example of when woman doesn't want to listen to a man
Yeah,
and she does what she wants to do.
yeah,
And it just turned out as a huge success.
yeah,
And why it finished? Because they just decided, some of them got married, they just thought that they want to invest their time in something else.
yeah,
Because the Lilith Fair, there was kind of living there, like
yeah,
traveling from sea, just a lot of like energy and everything. And I was saying before, I did not finish the thought, I guess,
yeah,
that there was in that Venice, and when I was listening how Anne McLaughlin was talking to the press, they was asking these juicy questions and everything,
yeah.
how she handled herself and how she did not break. This was another thing that impressed me so much,
Okay.
because she was so calm, and inside probably she was worried,
Yeah,
but you feel that there is like she's so grounded to what she does and what she believes in. And it also empowered me, because I just like women were so strong, we're so amazing, we can do so many things. I don't know, even to be honest with you, where came from the phrase that man is the strong, right, and woman is the weak. because from what I see during my whole life, that women are the strongest
Okay.
than men.
Okay.
Not probably by powerlifting and everything, but maybe also. But in general, the way we deal with the problem, the way we born children, raise them. How
Yeah.
many men do you know that one man raises 4 children?
Yeah.
But I know women that are one, two, three, some of them 4 children raising alone. My friends, my
Yeah.
close girls that I know.
Yeah.
And if you look at them, they're so tiny.
Yeah.
And the amount of power and energy that they have inside, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that this time right now happens for women,
Yeah. Sure.
because I think world will be better
What will be
with
better with what?
women embracing their power
Oh
and
yes, yes,
having open doors to whatever they want to be.
yes,
If they
yes.
want to sell their sexuality, let them do whatever they want to do, because we was held back so many years, and I
Yeah.
did not realize that it was up until even 90s.
Yeah.
But when I watched this documentary, it's kind of made me worry.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening? We only started.
Yeah, no, I do think that, like, again, like I said, I strongly believe that women have started to embrace themselves right now. Nobody really, uh, I don't think that a lot of women, the way it was before many years ago, that being held back. I don't believe that, which is a good thing. So, yeah, it's just to embrace yourself as a woman, or if you identify as a woman, doesn't really matter. Just embrace your sexuality, if you want to put it that way. Be who you are. Society, men should not define roles that women play. If a woman wants to, I don't know, to want to have a career over family, do it if that's what makes you happy. If it's a traditional, because sometimes I listen to some podcasters, I don't even listen to them a lot because they just make me angry.
Yeah, I had the question. I think I know where you're leading to.
Yeah,
Why
so
men will tell the woman to sit at home? Why do you think?
like I don't understand this because I was listening to a podcast and what the guy was saying, he prefers traditional woman. I'm like, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah,
Like, are
what does
you
it mean
like?
traditional
I don't
home?
understand. Like, are you God? Like, if she wants to be anything, she can be. I think traditional woman is woman that is a stay-at-home wife
Mhm.
that will clean and everything, cook and dress up good for him to come back and have sex. This is what a traditional woman is. Now, this happened in the 60s and 50s, but goddamn it, the world has changed. If a woman wants to work from 9 to 9, she should do it. You should, like, as a man, it's either you accept that or you say, okay, this is not working, and it's fine if it's not working. She goes meets another man or
Yeah,
another woman that we
it's to be
accept.
honest, right? And just
Exactly.
then you will deal with the honesty. You will see, okay, I can accept that or I cannot.
Yeah, like for example, if you had a career or a job that would take you a lot from the house, I will think about it. It's not that I will say, oh, yes, that's great. I will think about it, but I will look at it in a different way. I will say, would this make you happy? Check. Would this make us happy financially and emotionally? And if that answer is yes, I'll say go for it. Because if I stop you, you will hate me, you will hate yourself, and we'll just have more problems. So, you know, I will not say I'll allow you that is the wrong word. I will give you my support and say go chase it. And if what you're chasing does not work, it's all good. We'll start from, if your chasing is good, that's great. I just need to support you the way I believe you will support me. So that's the way it is. So yeah, it really makes me angry when I hear I want traditional woman. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, what does that traditional rubbish mean? Like, it's so stupid. I hate it. So yeah, uh, I think we can end this episode. I think it's been
Yeah,
a good one. What do you
I
think,
think
babe?
it was, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a good one. Actually, I love the topic. I don't think in the second episode I spoke like this. No, did I? I mean, the audience will decide. I,
Yeah.
I, I don't think I spoke like it, but actually a very good topic. So yeah, thank you so much for being with us, and see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.